What's going on, folks out there? I'm Amos Morale III, and welcome to the Recruiting Corner, Football Edition. I'm joined by NOLA.com, the Times Picayune recruiting analyst, James Smith. James, how are you doing today?
Exceptionally well. Just hours away from the start of the regular football season for prep football. Couldn't be more excited.
Well, you dressed to impress today, I have to say.
No, I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you.
This is when you compliment how I'm dressed.
Oh, yeah, you're dressed very, very nicely as well.
All right, well, let's stop wasting the people's time. Let's talk about football. The prep football season is here, and fans will finally get some real games this weekend. So talk to me about the ones you're interested in checking out.
You know, there's quite a few games this week that really catch my attention. One is going to be taking place on the North Shore in Mandeville, between John Curtis and Mandeville. And it's not as much as what prospects return as to how they're going to fill the voids from the prospects that have left. You know, John Curtis lost a plethora of athletes all across both sides of the ball, a lot of Division I prospects. They still got some really good prospects there, Miles Washington, Willie Allen, and same with Mandeville, lost Glenn Coulier, who's been one of the most productive quarterbacks in the state and has helped bring Mandeville deep into the playoffs for the last couple of years. So Hunter Dale out there for John Curtis should be making a lot of plays. He's coming into his senior year, you know, and Grant Bergulo is going to have a big challenge containing Bo Wallace and some of these other active John Curtis defensive linemen. So that'll be one game that I'm highly intrigued to watch.
All right, what's another one? You got a list here. Let's keep it moving.
I'm telling you, going to Shreveport, man. Going to Shreveport today to watch Calvary Baptist and Parkway, and I think this is going to be an absolute high-scoring shootout. It wouldn't surprise me if both teams are push 50 points. I mean, when you have two of the top passers in the state, and Keandre Woodtee for Parkway, a 2016 prospect, stepping in to fill the shoes of the void left by Brandon Harris, who's now at LSU, and Shea Patterson, who could basically pick his school at this point from LSU, Alabama, USC. Everybody's already offered this kid, and he's phenomenal. They're the returning state champions, and it's going to be a big step up for them to play Parkway. Last year they lost by almost 40 points, but that was one of Shea Patterson's first games. There were a lot of question marks on that team. Now they brought back the bulk of their prospects for this year. Orlando Bradford, big-time running back. You know, he's a big-time playmaker, committed to Arizona. Shun Brown plays a little bit of both sides of the ball. He's a phenomenal prospect that will probably be asked to do a lot, maybe at corner and being the leading receiver for Calvary. So there's a plethora of prospects in this matchup, and that's one that I think is going to be a barn burner. I'm really excited about. And Rummel East St. John, two big New Orleans area school teams, if you will. East St. John coming from the river parishes, a lot of big bodies in this game. It's going to be a lot of clacking, a lot of big hits up front. It's going to be a physical contest. Rummel's got Briston Guidry, 2016 defensive lineman who's really active, really gets after it, and Terrell Jacobs, you know, who's being highly recruited, 6'5", 265 pounds. And East St. John, they roll out a lot of athletes as well. Xavier Lewis, committed to LSU, plays a lot of quarterback for East St. John. He'll probably be asked to do play some multiple roles this weekend, and he's not alone though. They have Nigel Anderson in the backfield. When they run that zone read between Xavier Lewis and Nigel Anderson, it can be deadly. And Antonio Parks on the defensive side of the ball, who's committed to Arizona. So I mean, that's going to be a really good matchup with a lot of Division I level talent. So I mean, first week it's rolling out, man, and there's a lot of good matchups, a lot of talent on the field.
All right. Well, folks, that's about all the time we'll take from you today. Be sure and check out all the great recruiting content we have at NOLA.com/recruiting. And until next time, I'm Amos Morale III. That's James Smith. Thanks for clicking on us.